So Patreon's a really interesting site if you're not familiar with it. It's recurring giving. So it's building a community over time. It's almost like the SaaS product version of crowdfunding. It's a bit jargony, software as a service. You know, the monthly, all those things we now sign up for, Dropbox and so on that have these monthly. So it's a bit like that. So over time, the benefits of that for an artist that is producing consistent work, and it really is based though on like really consistent output. Like I will create 2 unique podcasts for my Patreons each month, or 5 photographs, or whatever it is, you know, that is your thing. It can't just be that I'm going to collect money for years and eventually emerge out the other side with some great work. So it seems to work really well for people like photographers or podcasters or
Amanda Palmer.
Some public intellectuals even, you know, who are pushing interesting, you know, explorations. And sometimes it doesn't even need to be exclusive. You know, some people have their blogs completely open for anyone to read, but are still supported by a group of patrons who are happy to. I mean, it's a little bit like that's the community radio model, for instance. You can listen equally well whether you're a member or not, but you know, kind of enough people need to understand that it takes a certain degree of buying in and contributing to ultimately keep the thing on the air, even though you could get it for free. And so I think, yeah, Patreon's a really interesting, I guess, mash up in a way of maybe more like, it's like an individualized giving circle with the recipient already defined, but growing over time. And I think that's a nice model. We've often thought about how to kind of build in something a little bit like that does create some sort of recurring engine out the back end of successful one-off campaigns as a way of, you know, obviously maintaining that both maintain that community, but maintaining that revenue, I guess, for the artist or activist in the work they're doing.